Evet. Şimdi ikinci bölümdeyiz.
Plumber rallied his gang to plunder one.
Allah, bir şeylere bastım lan. Alta battı.
That's where I thought I'd find him.
Becerim gelmiş. 2 tane mevcut. R tuşuna deli gibi bas. Tamam. İyi ver hadi, gerçekten kanıtlı. He bak. Tamam. Nereden gideceğim ben? O'ya bas bir. Şuradan bir dolaşayım bari. Aa, burası işte maden girişi. Bunlar acaba gerçek isim mi? Bakacağım bir sonra.
standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar.
Oh yeah? Who the hell is that?
My late father pointed out to me more than
Elindeki
once.
özel bir silah mı?
God made men. Samuel
Lan,
and
dur
Colt
lan.
made them equal.
Niye ilk bunu basmamışım ki? Devam. Orada ne vardı ki?
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Oğlum nasıl lan?
There were thieves, killers, robbing travelers, and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Yüzüğü de verdi.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Çıkın lan.
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah
Benim
Barker,
tabancayı ver.
the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with
Nerede
one
lan?
hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Still standing.
Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it.
Oo, iyi bari.
I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Sen nasıl yaşadın lan orada? Buradan.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okay.
Stay there,
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous,
Lan
as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
başka.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst thing. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Bak mouse var he.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
İnenin çabuk in. Bu arada zaten kısa bir oynanışa sahip. 3 saat gibi filan. Nerede?
I do not deserve to die like this.
Quick reflexes often make up for lack of common sense.
Oğlum
I
kaçsana.
was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
Al bunu.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Thank you.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere,
Oo pardon.
the body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
Doğru doğru.
Take that asshole out.
Oldu mu? Kesin buradan vagonlar
Bullet
düşecek.
could have turned that mine into a dad blasted tube.
Kaçtım ya. Kaçtım oğlum.
Eddie.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad blasted tube.
Bak kaçtım. Oo. Ne yapmam gerektiğini anlamadım lan. Kaçacak mıyım?
I freely admit
Koş, koş,
my
koş.
plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Of of of of of ne diyorsun? Bu arada böyle bir başarım varmış.
It's a good thing that I
Düşerken
abandoned
5
that
kişi aldı.
ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Yine yararlanamadık.
Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine
Aa,
from the
yok.
opposite side.
Hikaye öyleymiş.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me.
Oğlum hakikaten lan yıkılacak gibi
Climbing
yani.
down that ladder required some caution,
Doğru.
because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder.
Şuraya düş lan bari.
I was determined not to give up, however. That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my
Abimi
mission to
kızdırdınız.
settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice.
Tamam. Daha fazla yakınlaştırma olacakmış.
Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Böyle basılı tutacağım da anca öyle yakınlaştırma olacak. Şurada da hemen an. Kırıntı varmış yakınlarda.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise.
Kırıntı almak için değil
I
mi?
was warmed up already, so what the hell?
Oğlum. Kırıntı. Kaç. Nasıl fark ettin lan Oç? Kırıntı nerede? Yolculuk nereden lan?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Salak oldum, dur bakayım ya. Kırıntı alacağım diye.
Well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Geliyorum ulan. Ha şuradan, şuradan. Yavaş in. Düello yeri mi? Şerif. Haydut. Ve 5 para etmezin teki.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. It's just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could
Nereden
see
çıkıyor
right
lan?
away that this is gonna take some doing.
This cocksucker is smarter than he looks. I got a lot more dynamite than you. God damn it! I need some help here. Come on, boys, take this cocksucker out.
At. Bas bas bas canım. Bizim hedef nereye gitti?
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. Run!
Abi ölemem ya. Oğlum shift'e basıyorum, koşsana. Allah'ım yarabbim, yine baştan oyna buraları.
This is gonna hurt. Bastard!
Hoşuna gidiyordu ama lan. Öldü.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Ödül avcısı. Başlık bu. Ödül avcısı.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley. Onun peşinde miyiz?
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many
Allah,
times,
direkt şeyle soktu
and
lan.
that night in Abilene was no different.
Benim özel silahım nerede oğlum? İntikamım ağır olacak.
What the heck just happened?
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Bir şuraya geç.
I thought the Texas Rangers got hard.
Tam kafadan 100 veriyor.
That's what they want you to believe.
Burada bir şey var.
It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my
Nerede lan
way past his
yakınlarda
loyal
dedi.
compadres.
Burada değil. Şeyle vurunca daha fazla puan veriyor bu arada. Altı patlarla. Abi burada değil en azından ya. Oo.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and
Orada bir şey parlıyordu lan, onu alacaktım. Ne diyorsun?
wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer.
O
By the
geceden
end, he
evvel.
confessed to taking the lives of
Bir gece önce.
42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there.
Herifin hayatını oynuyoruz
They
galiba
knew.
lan.
As most of them were wanted as well.
Shoot him!
I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. That was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He
Ver
was
ver bunu
carousing
ver.
in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head.
Oo, ölüyorum ölüyorum. Bir dakika
Some were
vurma.
hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Nereden vuruyor lan? Bir görürsem ama var ya.
He's almost as good as me.
Someone's coming for him.
Üstümde mi lan?
Stop that son of a bitch!
Neredesiniz oğlum?
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
Neyse ya, yürü yürü. Yo, tüfeğim iyi. Tüfeğim kalsın.
I'm gonna shoot you dead!
Göremiyorum.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Çadırlarda bir şey yok. Yürü bakalım.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For
Yo,
as good
ben
as I
bizim
was,
hayatımızmış.
deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against
Ne yaptı lan
Hardin,
bu?
however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Oo dur.
Watch where you shoot.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
God damn it.
Abi nasıl ölmedi?
Get out here.
Gelin lan.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon. Suffice it
Oo.
to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Ananın yanımdaymış lan. Yanlışta silahı bıraktım.
Dodge a damn bullet. That's right. Run.
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Benim hatam çünkü. Selamun aleyküm. Biri bir yerden daha vuruyor. Göremedim bir yerden. Şimdi onu öpeceğim ama. Hala vuruyor.
You ain't beating me, boy. Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Neredesin lan?
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Geldi. Daha 15 yaşındayken adam öldürdü. Bir adamı sırf horladığı için öldürdü ve horladığı için 40 adamı daha öldürdü. Arızalı abi adam.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Adam hiç kımıldamıyor bile lan. Öldüm.
No, wait! You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Şuradaki mouse şeyi zor yapmışlar. Wanted, Ramos aranıyor. Bunu geçemeyeceğim herhalde lan. Bak mouse'u serbest bıraktım. Kendi kendine sağa gidiyor. Ellemiyorum mouse'u. Ne oldu hakkında en ufak bir fikrim yok. Bir şeyler oldu. Mermiden kaçacağım, tamam. Bu kadar zor olmaması lazım. Ben yapamıyorum da o yüzden. Ağlamak istiyorum. Zama bakayım, ona mı bakayım? Ama bu sefer seni öpeceğim lan oğlum. Şunu adamın üstüne tut lan.
I
Geçene
felt a
kadar
bolt
buradayız.
of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Oğlum nasıl lan?
No, wait. You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Allah Allah, 10 defa deneyecek miyim lan ben bunu? Vay arkadaş ya. Mouse'um da şimdi var ya. Al. Al. Yo, o yüzden de değil. Ben de bastım. D yaptım. Bir gerizekalıyım. Ve bu bölümü geçemiyorum. Oğlum A yapıyorum işte. Anlamadım mı lan ben? Abi öyle yapıyorum. Bastım ben de.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
Oh. Şükür
So
lan.
he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Geç şu bölüm ya. Lanet ettim lan.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Grey Wolf.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Şimdi mouse hızını sona çektim ya.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickle the nether regions of heaven.
Uzun bir sürece uzak bir dağda.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua
Bu
Apache
neymiş?
medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people.
Hiç şunlardan şey yapmadık ama. Sende ne diyor? Hadi bunu ver lan. Ayıp olmasın.
The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Koşmuyor bu arada.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
Bir dakika. Niye buradan gittim hiçbir fikrim yok.
It crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting
Şu evin
had started,
içinde mi?
there was no backing down. I saw them before they saw me.
Nasıl lan?
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there.
Bunu böyle yapacağım, vuracağım ha.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again,
Oo,
I
hareketi
got a lot
gördünüz.
of those.
Ne oluyor lan?
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Allah iyi. Oğlum nasıl vurabiliyorsun lan? Bağırmayın. Tamam. Altı patlarak tam ileri gitmiyor. Yürü bakalım.
A deep crevice that led to a deep cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Kurt için mağaralara göz var. Hop.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit. They had torches on the walls.
Bunlar ne lan? Elimdeki kaz.
How big was his cave? Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Daha fazla puan, daha fazla.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was
Bak
more
hareketlere.
concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Komba yaptım, devam edin lan.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
Beni burada öperler
No, I
ama.
mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
Allah Allah.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Ne
As
yapıyorsun
his
lan?
story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great
Oğlum nasıl lan?
a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
Oh.
As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you have. The soul will have no rainbow, I have no tears.
he said I was a great
Olur
warrior,
olur, komba bitmeden.
coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior.
Oo, karbon mu attım?
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a pain poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there
Hold
was
on, hold on, hold
definitely
on.
snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines.
Hay
They
senin
couldn't
ananı.
stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Şuradakine mermi mi? Bununla nasıl kızıldarılır lan? Böyle kızıldarılır mı olur?
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly one just appeared. Kinda like a miracle.
Ne geliyor lan? Merdiven açıldı. Yeter bu kadar ya. Buluruz yolda.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside,
Gel lan buraya.
perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering white water
Bastım ama.
To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Yani salak olmak lazım bunu orada basmamak için. Bastım ama boş yere denk geldi, uçtu böyle. Bak. Oğlum.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo jumbo.
Gel buraya.
Mumbo jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
Gel lan buraya.
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high. Dozens? Well, maybe not
Nasıl bu?
dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Ağlamak istiyorum. Geliyorum lan kurt.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf
Kaçma, buraya
and
gel.
find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch
Hayır.
led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches around us.
Dur dur öldürün bakayım.
God be my witness.
Orada muhtemelen 3-4 kişiye
Who you
vuracaktı.
kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Nereden vuruyor lan bu uç? Yat lan aşağı. Başka? Sen de yat oğlum. Oğlum hadi lan.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
Dur. Evet, bunu almak istiyorum. Geliyorum. Kurtcum, geliyorum.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Allah Allah, geçişe bak. Galiba sıçtık.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Dalton kardeşler. Ne diyorsun?
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Şimdi bakayım. 47 dakika olmuş. Dalton kardeşler de diğer bölüme kalsın. O zaman diğer bölümde tam buradan. Görüşürüz.